Yo guys, what is up? It is Teachers Game 2 and I have a little bit of a different video here. I am going to bring you the Ark Genesis update of everything we know, some speculation, some cool stuff, all sorts of neat little factoids that I've been looking at. So I just wanted to show you, first off, I found out a little bit more about these guys. These are actually almost identical to rock drakes, however they have the ability to launch fireballs. So I mean, if you're not excited about that, I don't know what to do for you. And then someone else noticed something in the background. This right up here. They said, you know, well, there's also this right here, and it might be some sort of lava flow, but we're not sure. It looks almost like crab legs, and I'm not even going to speculate anymore on that, but that's just something that's super cool. Now this guy right here, we know about him. He's the one that's got the little tiny thing. He eats this little element crystal, it looks like, and goes berserk on you. This is another thing we're super excited about. As you can see right here, we've got the giant turtle. Giant turtle, another one of those things. You can put a base on its back. I don't know how much more cool you can get, but here's the weird thing. Do you see this out here? I think we're finally gonna get an ocean map. At least that's what I'm hoping. We'll see. But you'll notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like a 5, I guess. There's a 5th one. I didn't really. Oh, 6. I didn't see the 6th guy either. But it's like a little bit more of a storied mode, which I'm really looking forward to, because in the past it just turned into like who can glitch the most, who can do this the best, or who can do that, so on and so forth. So we got a turtle here. Super excited about the back turtles. There's that picture of the other homie there. He turns into a super scary death machine, and your little HNLA is not very excited, which is cool. I think it's neat. It looks almost identical to your imprint on your arm, but obviously not that shape. Now, this one will also give you some cool little factoids here. I'm not sure if this is the new map or not. We'll see. But you'll notice right here, this thing gives you like different emoticons, which is kind of neat. At least I find it pretty neat. Now, just as a reminder for you, this comes out in December this year. We don't know a date yet. I would really assume that PC is going to get it ahead of time, and then PS4 and Xbox are going to get it behind, so I'm sorry about that. Now let's talk about the next thing. So what I wanted to bring onto the screen for you right now is something a little bit different. So they have been releasing Mysterious Mysteries almost on a weekly basis, a new dino or a new thing, which is absolutely insane. This is on their official site right here. You can see that this is like their Genesis Chronicles. They're saying that they're bringing their final preparations in, and that it's just what they're doing. And then, first off, if you haven't looked at these, check out the Explorer notes on the island, Scorched Earth, and Aberration. There's some cool lore that's going on with there. And if you have the cosmetic HLNA, you will find some Explorer notes and provide a little bit of a glimpse of what's going on, which is super cool. And I go back to the fact that this is now a story mode that they're adding in there. And that's something for me that's super exciting, because sometimes Ark just gets old because there's no story, there's no mission, there's no thing you can go do just because. I want to be able to interact with people online, still have the rating aspect, but I still want to have other things. Like, that's why I love Extinction, because you've got that PvE concept to it, and there's a lot of neat things about that. But without further ado, on Arcpedia, I guess Gamepedia on Ark, they've been updating these things. Now, I just want to bring up the fact that we know for sure, because we can see them in the videos, that there's going to be these there. But Shapeshifter, Sentry, Hexapod, Magma Drake, Giant Tortoise, and Blade Wasp. Now, just to bring these up, you'll notice quite a few funky things about these. First and foremost, the Sentry, if you haven't noticed this already, is, I don't know, it looks like some sort of tech turret. And I'm hoping they really kind of focus a little bit more on defense for us this time, because I feel like in the past it's been such a weird thing where you really have this just focus on raid, and there's no real way to defend somebody if you're offline. Now you've got this Blade Wasp, another cool looking thing. It almost looks like it's going to be a smaller tame that you cannot ride, but it's got this funky little blade. So for those of you that are like, oh, that's neat, I didn't know that. That's a cool picture of the Blade Wasp there for you. So here's another neato thing. The Hexapod, no idea what this is going to do. But you can see its tiny claws. It's probably going to fly somehow. I'm assuming so. And it's going to reach down and pick things up. Don't know for certain. But the amount of content they were releasing for this game is just astounding. It's going to bring an entirely new change to the game. Like, I genuinely do not understand how they're going to be releasing all this new content. Like you can see, I'm just going to 6 new creatures. To put it in perspective, I mean, we haven't had 6 new creatures in a long time. 6 genuinely different creatures. Yes, we've had light pets on Aberration. They're the exact same things. We got the Rock Drake, which is very similar to our Wyvern. And the real new addition was the Reaper. And I guess maybe if you want to consider it, Ravagers, but it's basically just a souped up direwolf. These are like brand new creatures. Like nothing like the giant tortoise exists. Nothing like the Shapeshifter. Nothing like the Sentry. Nothing like the Hexapod. Nothing like the Magma. I guess let me take that back. This is the Drake that everyone wanted because you can get a Rock Drake with the ability to shoot lava. That's what everyone's wanted. We're really looking forward to it. I'm just saying. Now, these are just some updates, and this is just me kind of providing. Some people have been like, yo, what have you seen? What do you know? I don't know much more. They've kept a pretty tight lid. I've emailed them and, talked to a few people that I know over there. They're really not saying much. All they've really told me that's not been put on blast on their servers, and it kind of has, is that they're really trying to go back to the story. The point of Ark is the story, because they want to... I think a good way to put this is they want to reopen things to the people that it's not glitchy, it's not destruction, it's not you build up and you die the next day if you're not online kind of stuff. They're trying to fix that, but it takes time. And it's one of those things, they are trying. I will admit that. It's not perfect, but they are trying, and I appreciate that. So this is kind of like my little update, and I just wanted to show you guys. I'm super excited, and if there's anything you'd like to see or anything you're like, hey, what do you know about this? I know a little bit, but I mean, it's still, they've kept a pretty tight lip on this, which is good because I'm excited. I'm going to buy this at some point soon, and yeah, I'm super excited. You can see they've got a bunch of little neat things, and like, hey, you should buy our product. I love Ark. I don't plan on stopping, but this adds 2 story modes, and I'm super pumped. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this, and if there's anything you guys want to talk about, anything at all, just let me know. Teachers Game 2.